When you talking about super coach, when you've worked with many people, what would you say your job is as a coach when somebody comes to see you and says, "What is it you do?"
Well, I'll give you the secret answer, which won't be a secret anymore, which is I think I'm there to wake them up to their soul, to wake them up to the power inside them, to that intelligence and energy in life that we're all a part of, that we cut off from and then try and empower ourselves. So we try and find this power, this willpower, and make ourselves succeed and be happy and do things, when actually we're hooked up to this much, much greater power that everyone's got access to. It doesn't matter what your religion or no religion. I mean, I've had this chat with Jehovah's Witnesses and atheists. Everyone gets it at some level. Nobody really thinks they're in charge. But boy, do we act like we are. And the analogy that I'll often use is trying to do things the way we're taught to do them, the empowered way. It's like having a sailboat and thinking, okay, let me work on my lung power. And I'm going to blow this sailboat. And if I do it hard enough, it'll move. And sometimes I'll catch a current and it can move quite quickly. And I think, look what I did. But sailboats aren't designed to run that way. Sailboats are designed to catch the wind. And that creative force, that wind, that power of mind that all of us have, if we let it, if we get that it's there, we see what's in the way, it will take us places. And so with my clients, I'm trying to connect them back up with that, because once they've got that connection, and they understand why they lose it when they lose it, because we all lose it, right? None of us live there 24/7. But if you know why you lose it when you lose it, you don't lose it for long. And their lives take off. And so it doesn't matter what they do. You know, I often use the analogy of Bill Gates. Bill Gates had amnesia and came to you for business coaching. Mm-hmm. Are you going to share your 7 strategies for success? Or are you going to try and wake him up to the fact that he's Bill Gates, knowing that once he wakes up to that, he's going to be able to take care of his own life? Well, it's the same thing. We all have access to that kind of wisdom, that kind of genius. But we don't know it's there a lot of the time. Or we suspect it's there, but we don't think we can have it because we're not worthy, we haven't worked hard enough, we haven't done this. Or we don't understand why we're not getting it. And so we look in the wrong direction to fix what isn't broken. And so we don't get to live that way. It's available to anyone. And it just so happens, if you're already high achieving and you find it, you can make a much more obviously dramatic shift in the world. If you haven't done much and you find it, you're on your way. It might take longer to show up in the eyes of the world, but you get the benefits of it immediately.